everyone. Birendra Roy was starting a new chapter today, that is for your lighting chapter. Over here we will be discussing the importance for lighting. Why do we need the lights? What are the basic types of or the category that we use for lighting in the hotel? And what are the major functions for lighting? So let's begin with the definition first. What is lighting? Lighting are basically a major source of energy which gives you a luminance or a bright atmosphere when you are there, or in order to visible any material in front of your very eyes. Lighting is basically plays a major role in case of your comfort, in case of your safety, and for many of the different occupants of the building, and it actually contributes for its emphasiveness on the room decoration. You can see the decoration, you can do the visibility, and that visibility actually play an impact whether that room decoration is suiting to that particular guest room or not, like this. Now, what are the major functions for lighting? The first foremost certain thing that we basically found for our this room lighting or lightning are a particular specialized activities that actually found different kind of certain lighting depend on the our variations of work, like it can be reading, it can be writing, it can be our day-to-day work, and based on that the illumination of proper demand of lighting depends. This lighting are basically depends on your eye strain, and we always like to avoid that eye strain from our very eyes, because nowadays we are also having the different category of lighting which actually available in various local market and to the suppliers also, and depending on our work they provide this kind of lighting, like you preferably heard of the CFL or the compressed fluorescent light, which is actually very much good in compared with the primitive one that we generally used to use at our home, and that luminous content of that particular lighting was having some yellow flash, which is not that much of good in compared with the CFL lighting or the fluorescent lighting. Now the second function for lighting is the safety. Yes, safety and security is prime virtue for all the cases whenever you are working in the hotel. You need to see or you need to visualize each and every material which are coming right before your eyes. Whenever we are working, whenever we are walking, we are cutting, we are preparing any foods at the kitchen, we are there in our cleaning work, we are there in the guest room, while we are talking to the guest, we need to visualize, or rather we need to see that what is actually happening right before our eyes, and for that reason we need to see that particular material, to the object, to the person, to the place where we are working with, and for that particular reason we need the lighting. And this lighting are basically varies from two special categories. One is the natural lighting and another one is artificial lighting. The natural lighting is specially will give you a kind of a backup during the daytime or till at the end of evening hours, but after that when there will be sunset you should have the backup to go for that night time. So that is, you can say, one of the challenges for the artificial lighting that we are using in our home or in our workplaces, in offices and hotels. Now the third function for lighting is its beauty. Yeah, beautiness, or you can say the decoration, or you can say innovativeness, all are the major aspects of lighting. I told you in coloring chapter, like if you are using the light coloring or you are using multicolored texture for color decoration inside of your guest room area, and you are using a accurate lighting measure with that, then it will going to reflect, and that good color scheme and that variation decorative medium of that light, it can be visualized. We need to understand that glow of illumination, which actually plays a major role, and it works in a cyclic way. Like if the color contrast of your guest room is well maintained, it can be dark contrast to the light contrast, and as well as your lighting or the lighting features are maintained in a accurate way, it is obvious that beautiness of your guest room area will definitely going to enhance more and more. So that is really important. Number third, we need to understand the final thing that I need to tell you for this chapter for your lighting and about these functions is the measurement of the lighting. See, this measurement of the lighting we calculate, or you can say we calibrate with a particular unit which is known as lumen, L-U-M-E-N. This lumen is a basic unit, or you can say the flow of luminosity of a particular lighting. Like you can say, like for a 1 kilo of rice, it can be calculated with a unit of kg. So it will be the unit for the measurement of the lighting. So this lumen or lumen can be categorized into different segmentation. Like first one will be your lux, L-U-X, which means it measures for the illumination level or the surface being illuminated. That means to that particular area till what your lighting features or the lighting is going to spread out. That is known as lux. And illumination. What is illumination? Illumination, you can say, is the distribution of the light through a horizontal surface or to the horizontal direction. You can say it's a kind of a direction that you are giving to any kind of lighting features or any kind of lighting till that particular ratio or till that particular wavelength it can go, and it can make that particular surface area illuminate. So it is known as illumination. So first one we got the lux, and the second one is the illumination. Third will be, it's known as the glare. What is glare? Glare is a particular dazzling valence which is actually known as the obstruction during the visualization or during the vision. You can say we cannot see the light thoroughly whenever it's going or spread out the entire area. It is a particular distance that is happening during your illuminating or lighting a particular surface area. So this surface area, when you are going to illuminating, depending on that surface consistency, whether it's a smooth surface, whether it's a rough surface, depending on that, the reflection of the lighting will be happening. So that will be known as glare. So guys, go through this chapter with this definition of the lighting, the functions of the lighting, and the measurements of the light. These two are the basic things. Another one will be coming for the next video, which will be having your types of lighting and the kinds of lighting. So that's all for the day. You find any difficulties, do not hesitate to call me or to send a mail. So that's all about for the day. Thank you. Have a great day.